Tucked away at a small corner here at the 2020 NAMM show is a Polish rebuilder by the name of Meyer. You can see their cards here on the piano. Meyer has a very small booth here at the NAMM show. They only have two pianos, so that means I get to demonstrate both of them. So I'm going to be demonstrating all the pianos Meyer has, both two of them. I've already demonstrated the L that's over there, the Steinway L from the early 30s. And today I'm going to be demonstrating this one here. I'm here at the NAMM show on Sunday, which is the quietest day for the piano room, so I figured I would come up here to Maier, like I told them I would, and do a review of this instrument. What's really impressive to me about Maier is that not only are they able to take these old pianos in terrible condition and bring them back to life and make them better than a new piano, but not only that, but they're able to do it time after time after time again. I've played 4 or 5 different Maier pianos throughout the recent years, and I've loved each and every single one of them. While they're not all exactly the same, they all have slightly different characteristics. What they do have all in common is that they are all really amazing pianos, and this one here is no exception. Between this Steinway M and the Steinway L over there, the Steinway M that I'm at right now has a lighter action and, if I remember correctly, a bit of a brighter tone than the Steinway L. So depending on your taste in pianos, you may prefer the M or you may prefer the L. While I personally kind of like the L a tad bit more than the M, I still do really enjoy this piano. The lighter action makes it very fun to play, and it has a really great sound and a very beautiful appearance for a piano of this size. Let me play a few different pieces of music on here, and I hope you enjoy it. The action of this piano is light and smooth and really, really wonderful. It's an absolute pleasure to play. It has a beautiful, beautiful feeling action, and the sound of the piano is also really gorgeous. By the appearances of things, this appears to be a Hamburg Steinway M. Traditionally, the way to tell the difference simply by looking at a Steinway, whether it was a Hamburg or a New York Steinway, was two things. One of them is that traditionally Hamburg Steinways would often have that wooden interior. As you can see there, the inside of the rim of the piano has this nice wooden, I believe it perhaps is walnut, a nice wooden veneer on the inside of the piano, whereas traditionally New York Steinways were black painted. Another way to tell the difference in a Hamburg Steinway is that the edge of the piano here is curved, as you can see here. On a New York Steinway, generally, traditionally, that would be at an angle. So instead of being a nice curve here, it would be a round, a right angle. The other L that Maier has rebuilt does appear, in fact, to be a New York Steinway, and you can really see that difference. While it is not sharp, it is certainly a right angle, and you can tell here that there is definitely a difference between the New York Steinway and the Hamburg Steinway. These days, things are a little bit different. It appears that New York Steinway is now creating pianos that have the same aesthetic of a Hamburg Steinway, but of course don't have the same sound that Hamburg Steinways are revered for having. Why exactly Steinway is making this change, I'm not really sure, but they are regardless these days. So today it's not quite as clean cut whether or not a Steinway is a New York or Hamburg. You actually have to go look at the inside to a decal towards the back to see whether it says made in Hamburg or made in New York. Let's try out some more music here on this wonderful little piano. I love the tone of it. It's really, really lovely. Because this is a Hamburg Steinway M, and also because it was rebuilt in Poland, it has that traditional European, typically German sound with the clean, clear, icy treble, which is beautiful all the way up to the very highest note, and it also has a nice, rich, clear, warm mid-range. Which is very, very pleasant to listen to. And the bass end, even though this is a relatively small piano, seems to have, it's hard to say for sure at the NAMM show, but it seems to have a very nice, solid sounding bass. All the way down to the low A. I don't usually play in the key of B, so that sounded really weird to me there. But regardless, this piano has a wonderful, wonderful sound. I'm just not used to hearing myself play in the key of B. Maybe I should do that more, because the piano does have a very lovely sound. Let's push the limits of what this little piano can do and play a couple of louder pieces. I think I'll play the ending of my piano arrangement for Speechless from the 2019 Aladdin movie, and then I think I'll also play an excerpt of Beethoven's third movement of Moonlight Sonata. This piano has an absolute massive amount of power, especially in the treble region. It has more than enough power to compete with the bass end and not get drowned out. It's really, really amazing how bright and powerful that treble really is. Again, no problems at all making that sing out, and the action is light and crisp, and it worked flawlessly for playing the third movement of that Moonlight Sonata. I really could have played the full thing on this piano and absolutely loved it, and I thought about doing that, but it's the final day of NAMM, and we filmed so much here that our like 80 million SD cards are actually almost full, and this is the last thing I'm going to be able to film here before they get full. So that piece is 5 minutes long, didn't want to play the full thing, but I totally could on this piano, and it was absolutely so much fun to play. I thought about playing the full thing. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this piano review here at the NAMM show. There's some interesting stuff that's most likely going to happen in the future with Meyer pianos. They make fantastic rebuilt pianos. They specialize in Steinways, but they also do many other European brands like Bösendorfer, and I think they've also done like Bechstein and stuff like that in the past as well. They've got posters up on the walls showing these beautiful art case pianos they've restored. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you might want to check out my channel if you're new here. I've got lots of cool videos of pianos, organs, keyboards, and digital pianos, and everything else in between. So if any of that sounds cool to you, you might want to think about subscribing. And if you do subscribe, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.